Hey guys, Mira here, and I was just gonna hop on and show you your living room design that I have for you guys. So we'll just start here with the floor plan, and I recommended a sectional instead of two sofas or a love seat and a couch. But anyway, so yes, here is the sectional, and then in front of that, I do have the matching ottoman that comes with it. If you did want to keep your current coffee table, that would be perfectly fine. But sometimes ottomans are just a little bit more cozier because you can throw your feet on them, or they do kind of act as additional seating in the space too. So there is the sectional. And then to the left of the sectional, I have the dog bed and then also your current end table that you have with the other matching end table with the chair too. And then to the left and the right of the fireplace, I have these two storage cabinets with matching artwork above both of them, and then a plant and a lamp on each of them. And then there is this accent chair with one of your end tables, and then also a blanket ladder for some blanket storage and a rug. The biggest thing that I wanted to show you with the floor plan is that between the sectional and the staircase, there's a little over 4 foot of walk-in space. When we recommend distance between items for people to walk through, we have a minimum of 3 feet. And so this is plenty over that, and this will be plenty of room for you guys to walk through. I did just want to point it out because I know it will feel different than what you currently have, especially because you're walking on each side of that chair in your living room. So yeah, you guys might not see that as a problem at all, but I just wanted to point it out to you as it will feel different. And up next, I have the design board for the living room. And up at the top, there's that sectional that can seat at least 5 people. These chairs are pretty wide, so you could definitely squeeze in a few more people. And then with the ottoman on top of it, or with it too. I should say that this couch I did call home furniture, and it is out until the beginning of January. So not too far from here, but just so that you are aware of that. And I should mention too that they actually said that they have some, I think the 3 middle pieces they have in stock, so they're just waiting for the 2 arm pieces. But yeah, just so you're aware of that. And then below that, I have this Caesar chair that's just a black leather. And then I was thinking of using your current end tables that you have for next to the sectional and next to the chair. And then a blanket ladder just for some storage. You can let me know how you feel about these. Some people like the idea of them, some people aren't crazy about them, but it does provide you some blanket storage. And then, but you could also do like a big basket to hold blankets in, or we can kind of play with some different ideas if you're not as crazy about the ladder idea. And then just a throw blanket and some pillows to bring in some pops of color, but also pull colors out of that rug. So this rug below is not a whole lot different than the one you have, but it has a lot more of the blues and orange going on in it. Instead of your rug has about every color in it. So it's going to be kind of a preference to you. The only reason I did recommend changing that up was I think this rug is a little bit bigger than the current one you have. I'm not 100% sure on that as I don't know your current rug measurements off the top of my head. But I was just trying to maximize that living room space and get you a rug in there that as big as it could be. So you can let me know your thoughts on that. I know that you do like your current living room rug, so we can play around with that if that's something that you want to look at better. So there is the living room design, or I should say the first part of it. And here is the second part. So these are these 2 accent cabinets on the left and right side of the fireplace. And then there's this abstract artwork for above them. And they do come as a 2-pack. They're coordinating pieces, but obviously you can see they look different. and kind of just pulls out those blues and the oranges again, little pop of yellow in there too, but still more on the neutral side. And then an accent lamp on the left accent cabinet with a little clock that also has a pop of blue, and the lamp with the orange. And then a snake plant is on the other accent cabinet, which I know you have one. I'm not sure if it's in a taller stand, but we can maybe play with that too. If you can use it, awesome. If it is in a taller stand, then maybe we could just look at a different plant, or even like a faux plant too would be fine. But yes, these accent cabinets, they'll provide you with some storage, and I think help balance out that fireplace. I should have mentioned back in this floor plan view that I know you mentioned about getting a hearth possibly on the front of your fireplace. So I know that you guys said that you were working on that. Maybe that's something that you already even have done. Or if you need help with it, we can certainly give you some ideas or suggestions too. But yes, this design still allows you to easily have that hearth put in on the fireplace. And then on that note too, with the hearth, if you're thinking of something more built in on the side of the fireplace, we can totally look at that route. But these two accent cabinets, kind of finish off that fireplace wall, provide you with some storage, and then, but yeah, they're not permanent. So totally up to you what route you want to go. These definitely have that mid-century modern look. And on the blanket note too, you could easily put blankets in here too if you want, but that's totally preference for what you want to do. And my next slide is just some alternate rugs for the living room. All of these kind of have a similar feel of color wise, but just some of them are a little bit more distressed. Some bring in that medallion kind of look, but still will go with the overall vibe of the room. The middle one, you can see my note there that it is out of stock until February. And then as for the other rug too, it could play okay with the artwork, but it does maybe have a little bit of a different feel. So if you really like the last rug here on the right side, I'd maybe recommend some different artwork for you, but just totally up to you which kind of route you want to go. But like I said, all the colors definitely all tie together. So there is the living room. Up next, we have this reading nook, and nothing really changed here too much, other than I added a couple poofs or ottomans in front of the settee that you have, and then I moved that fiddly fig over in the corner to kind of balance that out. And then I also added just a rug in front of the sliding door there. And here is the design board for it. So yes, these two natural looking ottomans for the front of the settee, which provides some footrests for you, but also additional seating, or you can set things on them too. You could even get like a tray, and then gives you a little bit of harder surface, whether you want to put your book there. I know you said you like to read, or like a glass of water or whatever it may be. And then I threw in one of the accent pillows from the living room over here too to add a pop of color, but just kind of tie the two spaces together. And I should note that I was planning on keeping your current settee. I looked online for some different ones, but I love the blue in yours because it goes with everything that I have going on in the living room. But two, the fabric is fun. I didn't find a lot with just a pattern fabric. Most of it was just solid. So yes, I love the look of it. And then this rug that I added below here pulls out the blue in your settee, but it's a little bit different just in the fact of it still is an abstract pattern, but it's a lot more solid and a little bit more bold As for that, sete is pretty abstract and or organic, excuse me, and just has a little bit of a softer feel. But then this ties all those colors together from the living room over here too. And then, yeah, just using your fiddle leaf fig that you have and putting that in the corner next to the sete and just creating some height over there. So that is the reading nook area. And then the last part is your window treatments. I know you have the wood blinds in there, but you talked about updating them. And so I was thinking this Genesis, it's a roller shade, which don't let that name scare you. It's not like the old school roller shade where you roll them up and it almost seems like they fell apart because they were like that vinyl material. This is definitely like a fabric. So it just brings in another texture and just kind of softens the room. And so the one I'm leaning towards is this, the fabric's called Dallas and the color is silver. The online pictures just don't do these justice, so I will definitely get samples ordered and get them sent to you. The other one that I thought of was this Xandu, the pewter or steel. Again, I will send these samples to you because they're definitely going to look different in the space. I'm thinking based off your wall color, from what I can see in pictures, everything will work really well, but you'll definitely be the one to determine how everything looks once you see it in person, just because coloring looks so different when you're in the space versus online. So, and yes, if you were thinking that you wanted some actual drapes, we could totally have that conversation. I like that clean look. I think it feels a little bit more modern without the drapes, and especially because now that I recommended that sectional, the one part of it would definitely get cut off where the sectional sits on the window. So that's why I was leaning towards not them. But if you want to add in some drapes, I can easily throw them into the design board too. But otherwise, yes, that is your, oh, sorry about that. That is your living room design, and looking forward to hearing your feedback, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.